Hello, welcome back. Last time I did the first of the really hard puzzles, which turns out are not actually all that hard. That probably will change as I get upward in number. Slamming in Dreamland. Mel is sleepwalking. Help him get home. He has a lot of danger here. First a pit, then 2 alligators, then another pit. Also an aquarium to get stuck in. Okay, so if you were to just walk this way, you would end up in the aquarium, of course. Alright, you gotta get there. I do have some explosives, so actually those don't blow up. Okay, so that's a very strong tree. Is there any position where I can put this such that you would actually make it over there? Maybe this one? Yes, okay, so that lets him make it. Alligator eats. Okay. Now, I'm wondering if... What am I wondering? If you're gonna walk across that... What is this for? Why would I use this? So anti-gravity is here. I don't want to anti-gravity him, because I don't really have any good inclines other than... Well, I guess this one. Let's try... Well, that doesn't really work. I do have a rope, though. What happens if a balloon... Well, no, that doesn't even matter. No, I mean, that incline is fine as it is. So he lands on that alligator. Now, how's he going to cross this gap is what I'm wondering. I feel like these might be made for that. Now, if I could get him down there, I would be interested to know if that's crossable. Like, that would be optimal. He could probably cross that gap, but I'm not so sure, actually. Perhaps it'd be better if he did it like that. That'll give him a little more space. In fact, wait, what am I thinking? I can do this and give him the maximum... Because he'll cross small gaps on his own sometimes. Okay, so, can you ride a blimp? You sure can. Can totally ride a blimp. Okay, that seems like a good way to get across there. Now, what else? I could have a balloon tied here. That'll protect you from this alligator. That balloon is anchored. Will that actually protect you? Yes. Okay, safe from alligator, but then that one kills you. So how do I fix that? I could... Could I make like a balloon bridge here? And just have him stay on the balloons the whole time? Tie them all up. I mean, no, those are already too far away. Well, I mean, I could use different balloons, but no, I don't think that's going to go anywhere good. Matchstick doesn't seem useful. Could I, like, just blow him across the gap? Would that work at all? Kaboom. Maybe. With maybe a better angle. Let's see if explosives can solve my problem. Let's see if more explosives can solve my problem. Because as long as I can get him here, I think he'll actually get home. Now, problem is this will probably blow this up. It didn't. That's promising. Oh, shoot. Why'd that happen? I think it's because it's on the slope of the alligator's tail. Yes, run. Stop blowing up. I need you stable. Okay, and you need to push left a little more. Or, I mean, be left so you push farther right. Yes. This can work. I think this can work. Just ride the explosions all the way over. Surely. Now, will that pop the balloon? Yes, but he's okay. Alright, I think that's gonna do it. Yes, that's a solution. Cool. How else could I have done that? I could have made a balloon bridge and used pins for that. I see, okay. So that just didn't use the explosives at all, or the anti-gravity, which I didn't use. Why would you give me this object? This has no hitbox, there's nothing to... Well, I guess I could have lit it. And it could have popped a balloon, or lit this thing. Okay, never mind, that could play a role if you wanted this to move upward. I'm not sure why you would, though. Laser Mania, oh dear. Use the lasers to power the electric can opener. So, white laser there. So clearly you need to activate a mouse. Or somebody does at least, not necessarily you. It could be this. I see that there are a lot of gears there. I do have more of those, so I can pull out some rotational energy from this if I wish. Alright. So what do I have at this point? I have yellow, green, white... Weird. So this needs to be green only. I have no access to mirrors, so those get blown up. Ultimately, I'm trying to do this. Let's just trace backward from this a little bit. I need green here, so blue powers on. How would that happen? So here's my green. I need blue there. Blue is there. If red gets here, how? I don't know. So this red laser... Oh boy, I have more lasers I can place, of course. Okay, so is any outlet... There's an outlet. Okay, so here's a green laser. Green powers on blue. I'm just going to take this one step at a time. There's my blue. Great. So that's fully done. I can also plug in a blue laser here to power that thing there. Okay, so I got my green. Okay. Wait a second. No, I don't have enough places to plug them in. I thought I could just, like, place a mixer, place a... Well, Okay, so in any case, I just have to somehow get a red laser in the mix right here. This is not currently being used. I see that you want me to place this here. Except it doesn't plug into that. So lasers have a very short cord on them, apparently. So the only way that's going to happen is if... Okay, so this is my red laser for the mixer. If this red laser were to... Well, see, but there's no point to that, because... Alright, so maybe I want this. If I can place you in a place where you're plugged in and aimed, yes. So that's active, which makes this not unnecessary because... I'm confused. There's purple here. Blimp is doing things. I don't see how this could play a role other than maybe, like, one of the balls could break a laser? Why would I want to do that, though? Oh boy. So if I have no access to mirrors... Here, just reset. Right, and I had no reason to do this either. Yes, I did, to power those lasers, of course. Yes, that's the whole point of that. Okay. So, those do need to stay on. Why would I want to use a conveyor belt on this tennis ball? Like, that I don't get. I mean, I'll do it. There's no point, though. Alright, tennis ball is being conveyed. It goes that way, and just bounces around. I can reverse this and put it off the screen. Why not? This doesn't help me solve the puzzle, though. So, I have access to a laser mixer. So, this is the only outlet that's currently being powered that I can affect. I think I want... Okay, so ideas are that if I had a green laser going... where exactly? Here-ish? That would get in there, and while the blimp is blocking the appropriate things, would power this up. Right? No, at no point does that get powered. Why? Oh, because it misses the... It misses the mixer. Still misses the mixer. Still misses the mixer. I don't want to hit that mirror, though. Still miss... Oh, now it's hitting that mirror. So is there a pixel where this can work? No. No pixels work at all for that. There is just no angle that exists. Okay, so this mirror is for use with this mirror. Got it. Okay. Oh, this is such a mess. Right, so this is the only one. Show me this one more time. So no other outlet is currently powered. My first action is to place a laser here. The only thing that laser can do... Well, now, hang on. Okay, so I do want to do this, certainly. Because I don't think there's another way that's going to happen. That gives me blue. Blue goes here. Now I have a white laser here, which is not useful. If I could... Okay, but I have an open socket there. So I could either point something through there, which doesn't seem useful unless I were to mix it. It seems more sensible to do this. This is what I already did, isn't it? So that's powered on, I get green, and I get another outlet to do what? I don't know how this is ever going to get powered. Because I just don't have the lasers to do anything with that. Okay, so at this point this is powered on. I can plug in a laser and do something somewhere. I hope. Is there some way I could just, like, bypass some stuff? Send a laser upward from here. No, it has to come down into that. So I need cyan there. Blue and green. Here's a green. I do have another green laser, but, like... Oh, okay, a blue laser goes there. Okay, okay, so that's how this gets powered on. This needs to happen. Got it. So I need a green laser here. That's my mission. That's surprisingly hard to do. Well, but how... what? Huh? So this is not powered on. That's for red for some reason. So I have an open socket here. I could... See, now here's what I don't like. There's a blue laser aimed at that. I'm bypassing it to do this. And I think that's the wrong action. But how can I possibly do something else? What else could I do? I'm not following how I can usefully affect this. Okay, so these lasers, what's not being used? This set of mirrors, which are aimed at basically nothing, could be a mixer for that. Could be... Can I... Is there a way I could use a red laser and aim it? No, there's no way I could aim at that. So let me just see where this would go exactly. I mean, like, pretty much nowhere, right? It would go there. A mixer could, maybe, step it down and get it in that mirror, if I aimed perfectly. That's not... There's no way to aim it there. Because the detector gets in the way. Wow, this is... I'm not enjoying this. Okay, so what have I placed? I placed this green laser. Am I sure about that? So what exactly blows up? Lots of stuff. But there's nowhere else. Can I reach? I can't reach that. Lasers have very short cords. So it really, really seems like the only thing I can do with this outlet, unless... Okay, so that's another thing I could do with this outlet. I could have it just do that. And then, from there, I power this with green. Is that better somehow? I don't think so. I don't see how it would be. Oh, what? So I need this on. But I just don't have the tools for that. Because there's no way... Wait, is there a way? I don't have enough outlets for that, for one thing. If there's not enough... I wish this would be quiet, so I could just look at where the lasers are going and what I need to do. I don't have a free blue. Okay, so I can't use this blue, basically, is what I'm seeing. It seems like I... Okay, here we go. Here's an idea. It's not a good idea. Like, with the number of outlets, I need to redirect something somewhere. Blue and yellow equals... Is there any way I can make that go... Oh hey, that's white for a moment. Any way I can make this just go straight to the can opener? Can that go through a thing and just... can opener's solid, of course. Or opaque, rather. Well, this is unpleasant. Didn't I place another laser somewhere? Yes, I did. I have a blue. I have another blue. And I know there are extraneous elements here. Like, there's no way I can use all of this, so it's a matter of just filtering out what's not useful. Is this... Hey, I see something. I totally see something. If I were to carry this away... So that red laser is blocked. Hey, I've powered on the green. Oh, okay, well that's a big improvement already. Okay, so by not letting that blow up, it wasn't just a pure laser puzzle, it had to actually affect other stuff. Why are you not working? Oh right, I had to wait for the blimp. Okay, so I got my red. Oh, okay. Okay, and then I can do all the rest of the stuff that I did there. Alright, so what was the rest of the stuff? There was green here, so that blue goes, blue here, so that other blue goes, and I'm done, right? I think that's all. You will get red eventually. You didn't get red, why not? Because that's blocking it. Okay. So just reposition slightly. Reposition slightly more. Just get out of each other's way. And there we go. What a messy, messy puzzle. I was not a fan of that. Ballistic balloon. Put the balloon inside the laundry basket. Tennis ball bounces. Other balls fall. Mel walks around. Snips are presumably hit by this. Do I have any other physics objects? I have a cannon. Okay, but if I have fire in here, I might as well just light this and have it hit those snips. So there's no other way to bypass that, I think. Okay, so things that are happening here. Presumably Mel is on switch duty, except maybe not. Well, I could use more of these. Could this make him hit the switch? Looks like it. Alright, you've hit a switch. Great. The outlet is on. Now what? If this were to blow up, eventually he could walk down here and... What's my source of ignition? I guess this? So I have 2 of those. Do I not have only... Okay, so I have a cannon I could light. I do have a rope. I have this. Okay, here we go. So if I were to plug this in here, this could play the role of detonating the explosives, I think. So I think those will blow up now. They do indeed blow up. Mel walks down there. I think I have a solution. Let's see how well this works if I were to actually aim that properly. Because, I mean, he'll eventually walk into that and clip it, won't he? Like, if you give me this many tools, then I'm gonna find a simpler solution than whatever you want me to do, actually. Probably. Okay, he didn't actually do that. Do I really want to play with angles and hope that he can somehow just... Not especially, so okay, fine. Let's engage with the puzzle a little more. And see about doing something else. So... It looks like what I really want. Oh, well how about... How's this sound? He can walk over to the flashlight and light it up. That's slightly closer to the intended solution. Probably not all the way there, but closer. That's a wall. Oops. Let's see what he does. I didn't place the snips. I need the snips. Oh, that blows up. Fascinating. Well, that's inconvenient. Okay, let's do this differently then. Instead, I'll use a cannon. Cannon will be aimed somehow. What's this? Just a box. Huh. Alright, cannon's aimed so that the cannonball, pinball... We'll do that. This will light it. And let's hope this just works. There's a whole bunch of stuff over here I'm not using. I'm not sure I need to. I don't need to. Cool. How could I have? Very differently. So you use a springboard instead, so that you save another anti-gravity pad for that. Okay, well, let's just watch what it does. Turn on fan, blow up explosives, put crate there. Baseball moves all that. Fundamentally, that was basically the same. It just didn't use Mel, it used a ball instead. Okay, so I was close. Missile versus blimp. Remove the green blimp from the skies. Light the red missile. Bump into the thingy. Does anything happen? Mouse falls off. Mouse could bump mouse. If I wanted it to. There's a pulley here. Turn a lava lamp to make a cannon fire at this. Something like that. That's too close. Let me do that from the other side. I think I can, like... Wait, that's... that's not a magnifying glass. Okay. Okay. So, what would this attach to? That. So make the jack-in-the-box go off. I'm just sort of following this chain of dependencies backward. In order to do that, you need rotational energy. I can get it from here if that were on. Or I could get it from the mouse. I don't have gears, though. I do have a conveyor belt. Could I just, like, position this close enough to something that's going to move around and just make it? If if you were the other way around. Nope, too far away. Okay, so, just restart. I've made a mess. Let's try going forward instead of backwards. So, I'm pretty sure I can make this all work if I connect something to that and set it off. So clearly the thing that wants to connect to it would be this. The problem is I don't know how to flip the switch. What other tools do I have? I have pipes, I have a conveyor belt. But I don't really have a lot of objects that... What are you for? Explosives? Oh hey, what if I were to explode that? Let's see what happens. Where's my... I do have those. Does that reach? No. Does that reach? Which way do I need to move it? Does that reach? Oh wait, it kinda did. Okay. So that chain reaction has caused this to turn on. How can I take advantage of that? I can use a fan to move this into a pipe. Oh, which could be almost enough on its own. But I think what it actually wants here... Well, let's see what happens. So that bumps the wrong side of that, but it's a start. So I could certainly put one of these here to make you... Maybe you'll just ramp onto that perfectly. It seems like it's designed for that, so it probably will. Yes, you flip the switch and that's all I need. Great. So put this somewhere. Attach that somewhere. Attach this to that. Put this here. And I think that's a full solution. Perhaps even the intended one. I didn't use the mouse, but I mean, there are often extra elements in this puzzle, so in these puzzles. So just because I didn't use everything doesn't mean I'm using an unintended solution necessarily. I guess I need to aim the cannon better. Okay, so awkward cannon positioning. I didn't attach the thing. Everything was perfect, I just didn't have the last piece in there. I guess I should look slightly further ahead. Okay, there we go. Anything else I could have learned from this? So instead of just using the extended range of that, use the conveyor belt instead to move it there. That makes sense. Otherwise, I think this is identical. You know, with a few position tweaks and stuff. Yep, this is exactly the same thing that I did. Okay, cool. I did it pretty much right. It is kind of funny how my solutions usually involve just some sort of physics fiddling instead of engaging with the things that make it less fiddly. Oh, do I want to do this now or save it for another day? This is a lot of tools. I want to save this for another day. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be doing next time. That's number 16. Didn't make a lot of progress today because I was roadblocked by that for a while. Alright, see you next time for Rodent Restaurant.